Hey guys, and welcome to today's first impressions video. Today we're looking at Mech Armada, which is a turn-based combat game featuring big bad robots that you can customize at will. There is a story to this game, but it is very thinly veiled, and it's kind of just the intro to give you the scene. Other than that, it's just different levels with different enemies, and you grow your armada of mechs as you go along. It's pretty fun. It's very simplistic in what you've got to do, but it's executed very well, and it looks absolutely amazing. We're going to look at the settings, and then we're going to jump in and show you what the gameplay is like. So, settings-wise, not a lot here. Honestly, there's not a lot to have, but I would like to see more. First of all, resolution isn't there unless you're on full screen. It does start you in windowed full screen, which is fantastic. I'm glad to see that they've got a borderless full screen mode. You've got VSync, and then you've got your presets. It would be nice if you could go into an advanced mode here and change things at will, but again, the game kind of runs really well, so it's not too much of an issue. You got controls, although you can do everything with your mouse. And then you've got your gameplay settings here. Again, I've turned camera shake off. You can have your timer on if you want, and you can show random seed as well. Your animation speed experimental, I've not really gone with that, although having a quick animation speed I can see being useful in a game like this. And then your volumes. So overall, not a bad menu, but I would like to see more options, especially in the graphics settings. Let's jump into the game and see how that matches up, shall we? Alright then, we are on our menu screen for our mechs. This is the screen that you come to after every match, and as you can see, I've got two mechs here and I've already started to upgrade them. Upgrading is very simple, and you can see how much it costs for your spawn in the right hand corner. I've actually made my spawn way too much, so I do actually need to change some bits out. So if we take that off, that takes us to 17, which is far too much. But if we take that down, that takes us to 15, which is still a little bit more expensive. So if we put the body to the main, then that makes it 7, which is still okay. You can get to 7, but then I've only got a couple of weapons that I can use here, which is not ideal. So you can change your weapons out, and it shows you the cost and how effective it is and what it does. We're going to go with the double gun, just so I've got 2 units that I can spawn at any given time. And then you've got your engineering here as well. So you earn these like little credit machines, or your engineering tokens, if you like, and you can go in when you've got enough, and you can develop different bodies, different weapons, different transport types. You've got your mech cost here and how many mechs you've got, your overall energy which transforms through, and then your energy here for the match. I don't know if there's a way you can increase this total, or whether it's stuck at 15. It would be nice if you can. And then you can upgrade each of the items you've got as well to make them better for a higher cost. So there's a fair amount of customization here, which is, you know, it's good to see. Like I say, it's very simplistic, but that's just where we're at. Now, you can go into your match, and this is what I say, like, you get your intro video, and then that's pretty much it. And then you're thrown in, and the rounds get harder, and you've got more things that you can do. So we've got your enemies here. They've got 16 health, and you can spawn in as many of these units as you like, as long as you've got energy to do it. They take a turn before they are active, right? Moves can be undone. However, your actions, like using your minigun or whatever, cannot be undone. So once you've done that, like once you've hit action, that's your turn over. If, however, you just want to move and see where everything's going, then you can do that and, you know, realign before you hit and turn. Like I say, the enemies gradually get harder and more different. The idea is there's these alien things that are just constantly coming at you, and they won't stop. And your idea is that you've got to try and fight them off with these mechs that spawn out of nowhere. It's an interesting thing, like it's an interesting sort of way around it, but it doesn't go into it any more than that. Then you're just in these zones where you've got to try and outwit the AI. I don't know if there's going to have a PvP mode for this. It would be kind of cool if they did, but I haven't seen any plans for it. Like, this game came out a couple of days ago, and this is it. You basically go in, you've got to take out the opposition, which gets you more money and more just more stuff in general, and then you've got to basically not die a horrible death, which I am 100% going to do, because a lot of these things do indeed one-shot you. Difficulty wise, it's not terribly difficult. I am going to lose this round though, because
just a minus
because reasons. This is new, so you unlock these as you go along. So the more rounds you win, the more keys you get, and the more improvements. So it's got a bit of a roguelite season to it, I guess. And everything's got a cost. And then you do a new run and you go in again. Interesting. Is it good? I don't know. I'm not sure I could sit and play it for ages and become invested in it, if I'm honest. I feel like there's not enough to get you invested. The opening story is cool, but it would be nice if they had some story missions with some more cutscenes, as opposed to just, here's a run, do this run, see if you can do any better, improve over time. I feel like if they made a campaign mode, an actual campaign mode, where you had to kind of use more limited resources maybe, and have a story and unlock new units and different mech types that way, that would be kind of cool. But if you just want something that you can jump in and, you know, really get stuck in with your opponents and see if you can't beat them, it's alright. Like I say, it's a very, very simplistic model. There's not a lot of depth to it. There's a bit of depth, but not a huge amount to it. And that's really all there is to say about it, to be honest. Like, it's turn-based. You've got to beat the enemies, and it'd be interesting to see just how strong the enemies actually get. You know, like they seem to get pretty strong pretty quickly, which is fair. I can very much get behind a nice difficulty spike, I'm not gonna lie. Also, you've got this big fog in the back of you, which you've got to be careful of. If this fog gets you, then you die. You insta die, which is not ideal. You also do get this cool little cinematic when you finish the round and win. So, yeah, like, this is Mech Armada. You make your own Mech Armada as you go along and kill enemies in an RTS-style combat feature. That's what the game is. You upgrade and you make your robots look cool. I think it's a pretty decent concept, and it's been executed pretty well. They've kept it simple. They've not overstated their bounds. They've not tried to do anything overly amazing and flashbangy wow and cocked it up. But in that same instance, it also lacks that wow factor for me. But there you have it, guys. This has been first impressions of Mech Armada. Let me know in the comments down below if this is the sort of game for you, if it's needing a bit more in-depth action, or whether it's something that you can pretty much just jump in and have a blast with. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video as well, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.